Tonight from First National Bank Arena in Jonesboro, Arkansas, we've got the A-State Red Wolves playing host to the Arkansas Razorbacks, including a couple of freshmen in Pendleton and also Maylin Wilkerson. There's Kia Patton, the Auburn transfer, knocking down a jumper, and A-State's got the first four.
Kia Patton has done an outstanding job, and I think she's going to be a big impact player.
So high-low slipping underneath and getting away off the alternating possession. Arkansas gets it back. By the way, also in the starting lineup for Arkansas tonight is Daniels goes by her defender and scores to tie it up. Alana Eaton, number 3, the freshman out of Nettleton High School here in Jonesboro, making her first career start. She's a COVID freshman, but ended up missing last year with a torn ACL. Daniels with a head of steam gets to the bucket and scores with a foul. Teams Michaela Daniels coming in. In fact, they're both in the top 25 in scoring nationally. As there's a long two up and knocked down by Maylin Wilkerson.
Morgan with a hesitation dribble there. Opposite corner pass. Bam.
And the three is good for Maylin Wilkerson. So Arkansas State, off that bucket, has scored the last 8, and they've done it in just a minute to open up a 6-point lead.
Absolutely, and they look like they're set for their key tonight. They're excited.
Daniels' busy first quarter continues. Goforth got by Morgan Wallace and finished with the left hand.
I mean, she is long, mean, and lean. Unbelievable arm span, wingspan.
Jairo Washington went by a defender for the finish on Ramirez with the rebound on the run. They swing it to Daniels in the corner, and she knocks down the three. Michaela three-pointer, no good for Emory Ellis. Here comes A-State. Upshaw changes gears, gets to the bucket, and finishes. Good saw.
Man, what a hesitation.
Spencer drive and kick to Ramirez. Nearly knocked that one in off the glass, and Langerman did a good job of tapping that rebound to Marquisha Davis with the stick back.
I'm surprised they had a 5-on-4 there, and I'm actually surprised they took that deep three down there for Ramirez.
Arkansas had missed its last 4 shots before that stick back. Patton dribbles into a double team, and Langerman knocked that away. A couple of plays on each end of the floor for Riley Langerman. And Marquisha Davis gets the bucket on the other end to push the Razorback lead to 5.
Yeah, offensively, these kids are just long. They can extend up on those layups. They run the floor.
Nobody stopped the ball, and Langerman gets all the way to the bucket, and Matt Daniel has to grab a timeout. A-State is Samara Spencer with a little dribble drive, and Langerman with an and one chance coming up. 43, so it's Goforth's second personal. Patton with a little double pump, hangs and finishes.
Boy, she's athletic, Brad. Good quick first step, too.
Goforth gets a little space and knocks down the 3. Sasha Goforth.
In that half-court man.
Good
Very
help.
long. There's your block right there.
Emory Ellis came on the help and got the block against Wallace. Daniels wasn't ready for that pass, but her face knocked it back to Ramirez. Now she is ready for that drive as Michaela Daniels has a dozen and the Arkansas lead.
Free throws.
Goforth puts it on the floor, gets to the bucket, and finishes. Sasha Goforth is hard to handle.
Man, you talking about
Jade Upshaw open in the corner. She knocks down the 3. Jade Upshaw, Spencer going to work on Washington, who's back into the lineup. Big spin move by Barnum with the finish.
Yeah, big time move right there. And she created off the dribble and nice spin move to the hoop.
5 points, a couple of rebounds for Aaron Barnum. The Arkansas lead is 14. Talia Roldan will take a 3-pointer, and she knocks it down. 7.
You know, I like her.
Carolina Shidlowska, a defensive rebound on the other end, and here's Spencer off the steal. Samara Spencer goes in and gets the layup.
Good read. She's
inbound underneath. Go out high to Davis. Now back to Spencer, open for 3, and she knocks it down. Samara Spencer gives it with a couple of 3. Washington between defenders, off the glass and good with a foul. One defender stumbled, might neighbor any chance.
Pick and pop right there. Up. And the steal.
Marquisha Davis with a steal, and she's all alone for the layup. 7.
They were too close to each.
Wallace down the paint, up and under the defender. She got it to go.
She got it to go.
Spencer around the Ellis screen, got inside, got her own miss, and gets the finish.
I think they were in
Gives
a
it over
zone.
to Upshaw. They drop it to Trinity Jackson. She goes up and has it knocked away, and that's how the first half will come to a close. Just about what we expect. Daniels really big because she was scoring a lot when Arkansas State kind of came out playing very well early as Ramirez. Patton got to the paint and knocked down the short jumper.
Nice cut there to the middle of the lane for the short jumper. She likes to shoot that 6, 8, 10-footer.
So Arkansas is navigating a little bit of foul trouble. Go forth with 4. Barnum had 3 in the first half, but getting to the bucket when you need one. Now Langerman goes the other way, cut off by Pendleton on the baseline. Here's Alana Eaton in the corner, and she knocks down the 3.
Yes,
A-State splits the trip. Red Wolves 9 out of 13 at the free throw line. Here's Patton with a steal. She's in a foot race to the bucket, and she'll get the layup. Every job in the world in that Arkansas program. She's been a part of it for over 30 years. Coming out of the timeout, scoring late in the shot clock, Samara Spencer. Second half. Puts the team up 14, and A-State turns it over on the inbounds. Marquisha Davis is all alone to put Arkansas up by 16. Scoring column here in the third quarter. As Emery Ellis over Jackson, yes.
That young lady is a freshman, and she's going to give quality minutes to Arkansas, especially when they give Bynum that rest and put her on the bench. Ellis has been good for them.
Good help on the backside by Langerman to knock it away from Trinity Jackson. Here's Riley Langerman finding the cutter to the bucket as Michaela Daniels gets the finish, but she banged her back. And
she's done a good job defensively.
Good find there as Emery Ellis rolled and got open, gets the layup.
Good hard cut by Ellis there.
Here's Patton. Gets the contact and the bucket. Spencer through traffic. Gives to Davis. She drives in and hits on Trinity Jackson. Arkansas actually being pretty patient on offense. Ramirez waits on a deflected pass, and she knocks down the 3. Under 6 to play. Arkansas again working with the lead, so showing more patience on offense, and it ends up with a bucket anyway, and a late foul. Spencer Ramirez up and under, rolled in, and got it to go. 10 in the country with just 10 turnovers a game.
10 turnovers a game.
A-State just a hair over 11. They've been good too, but
they have.
They got 15 tonight as Ramirez gets an and one chance.
I think Goforth would have had a bigger game, but no.
And Jersey Wolfenbarger a late scratch as Upshaw rattles home the 3 there. So make it 6 out of 10. Eaton inside gets her first 2-point field goal of the season. And initially it was done with the thought pre-COVID that as Sage, we talked about that 3-point stroke, she shows it. Initially, had this been Alana, have a conversation in mid-floor as Arkansas moves to 3-1 on the season with a 94-71 win tonight here over Arkansas State.